I had mentioned before how I went on this interview yesterday um, that I walked in on, kind of thing, just to check up because the manager that I'm supposed to have met with, I keep missing him, and he'll work like 2 days, be off like 2 days, and anyway, he had asked me to apply for that store. That's the thing. So I had already talked to him before. He's like, please apply, please apply. You'd be perfect. So anyway, I interviewed with another manager. He was a lot of fun. Um, but uh, I still had these other two interviews pending, and uh, through the job app thing. And so uh, this morning I get this message that said, "Well, thanks for your application, but best wishes with your further adventures or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh no," because I applied for two different jobs for management stuff, and so I was like, "No, I hope it's not for both." Or I have to bop over there and say hi to the guy and see if it was meant for both. And then, like 15 minutes ago, I get this message that says, "Okay, great. Just wanted to make sure to confirm our meeting today, da 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 da, at such and such time." And it says, "Please type to confirm." So I confirmed. I was like, "Oh my gosh." So, anyway, I'm just getting ready. Uh, just throwing on a happy face. And because otherwise, I would have just gone ahead and went to go help a friend of mine out with a retail store. It really needs serious, serious stocking and reset work badly. Uh, Amongst having to dig through the mess, it's really it's a lot of stalkers not knowing what they're doing. And I have some friends in the stocking business, and I went to consult with them last night and asked their advice, what they thought, and got some really cool, great, helpful tips. Uh, it's always good to make friends and be able to go, hey, um, what do you think about this? You have some good advice for this. And people that have done it for a long time are familiar with that type of job will usually have some great tips and advice that will really save you time and make you money. And that's what we're here for, money. It's all about those Benjamins. So, uh, I got a lot done yesterday, and I wanted to go back today, but I thought, well, it wouldn't be a total loss if I lost my interviews for that big corporate job, because I would still have money coming in most probably, because they were expecting me to come back today to help them with that store over there. So, uh, you know, not all is lost. There will be lots more jobs because we're going into season, and it's pretty rapidly. The countdown is now. Uh, and I mean, in 4 weeks, there'll be so many jobs that will be beyond belief. So if you're looking for work, there will be tons, all different kinds of jobs in the area. So, anyway, I'm just sitting here getting ready a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can hunt down a cappuccino. And they're doing a big remodel on the Walmarts, on several of them. And the one I have to go to is kind of a mess. Um, where I'm at right now. I may bop in there, I may not. I may just go ahead and drive towards the area where my interview was at and just kind of go from there. I don't know. But I'm excited. Hope I can score something really cool with some really nice pay. That would be really cool. I would really love to have a job with some great advancement too. But then again, you know, a simple stupid job's good too. Uh, like I say, I really have fun with my little stupid stalkers jobs when I do those because it's uh, it's just a lot of fun. The only problem is I work different stores and different types of stores, and it's hard when customers come up and they're like, "You don't even know you're on stock," and it's like, "No, this is the first day I've been here." Um, you know, after you tell them, "Oh, please talk to somebody at the cash register," and they can tell you better than I can because I'm new. I just tell them, and they just get mad. People don't seem to understand. Even the first 2 days I worked at a store stocking that I really love, uh, customers were horrible mean and yelling at you because they'll walk right up to you when you're busy and start asking you questions about where stuff is. And the biggest problem is where stuff is not always where it is because if you know they don't ship more of the product they're looking for at that time, then there isn't any. And so if you tell them, oh, it's over there, and it's not, then they come back and they're all mad. Like, you don't know your own stock? Well, thank you for the thumbs up. And that it's like they want to pick a fight with you. And I'm not there for any fights, you know? And so that's one reason why I don't do checking anymore because I used to tell people, no, I'm just a stupid checker, a dumb checker, just to get out of the fight because people really abuse it. And they don't understand what it's like. When you get 1,000 questions a day about stuff that you can't answer and you refer them to someone else that knows, you know. I don't want to, it's like giving somebody directions to somewhere. I don't give somebody the wrong directions, on purpose. If you're in California, stop and ask somebody for directions and see what you get. It's about as bad as Oklahoma. Oklahoma is really a trip. If you ever go through southern states, you'll get a kick out of Oklahoma because it takes them 20 minutes to explain to you where it's supposed to be at, and you can't even relate because most places don't even have street signs. I mean, they have a lot of dirt roads, and it's totally confusing. Um, and the difference between county roads and streets and highways and stuff, it's pretty well. But yeah, so you may think asking a stalker where something is at is a great idea, but really it's not because a stalker may only work that one section of the store. They may be brand new. Uh, you know, don't think they know every single thing in the store. The stores that I've worked, I don't know every single thing in the store. And all the stores are different, even if it's in the same chain line. They're all different depending upon location. Some things sell better than others. You know, uh, a lot of stuff gets discontinued, or it's a one-time deal. You know, and so you know, all you know is the job you're doing. If you're a checker, it's easier to ask a checker because they see that stuff all day long. And if they're still checking that product out, say it's Crest toothpaste, if they're still checking that product out today, then they know it's probably still in stock and they know the aisle number it's on and everything else. So that's a simple example. But yeah, so just gonna have to hold your breath, smile a lot, and just carry on with the day. because otherwise it's such an easy job. I mean, nobody's in your face or anything, and it's peaceful. For me, it's super peaceful. I've always been a big organizer type person, so I really love organization. It looks so nice and neat. But some of these stores have regulations of where they want their stuff at, how they want it, and how much you're limited to put on shelf. So it just varies from store to store. But all in all, it's a peaceful job. If you're tired of the workforce, which I have always worked for myself for a great many years. I haven't worked. Uh, gosh, it's been years since I've had to work for people. Uh, and you just kind of have to suck it up and go for it. But of course, it's nicer to work for yourself because then you only have yourself to argue with when you screw up or something. But um, you got to do what you got to do. If you got to go work for somebody else because your business is slow or you're not able to do your business right um, then that's the way it goes. You got to, suck it up and go for it. Even if it's at minimum wage, you just go for it. Just get your foot in the door. And maybe you'll dance, maybe you won't. Work more than one job, whatever it takes to get the bills paid. So don't think I don't have a lot of money to put out. Because I do in storages. Fuel's a huge cost. Um, it's really huge in my situation right now. But yeah, so you just do what you gotta do. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm just getting ready for my little interview. We'll see how that goes. And maybe they canceled the one to not have to do two on record, or I don't know. But I'm going to go in there and try to find out what the different jobs are that are available, what the pay is like, and this company does do medical of sorts. I would sure like to get on some medical coverage. It's not too expensive. Um, if I was old enough, I could get all that Florida coverage. You either have to be really young, like a minor, or really old to get the free Florida medical care. I'm not either one of those, so um, a long way from that. One of my lawyers would say, "Well, you should be doing Social Security and all that." I said, "I can't get Social Security." "Sure, you can." He's like, "I get Social Security. I get like 5K a month," and I'm like, "Well, I mean that's great, but I don't think that's possible." Um, I was like, "Sure it is." And I said, "One, I'm not old enough for all that." Now you can get early Social Security. I have two friends that did that, but I think that's kind of at a loss because then you're restricted on other income. I think the last time I checked was like 2,100 a month. You could do other income, and then after every $6, they deduct $1 or something. I can't remember how that goes. Something like that. So it's not a big hairy deal. We want to continue to work, but I'm not that old. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what the world has to bring today. I might walk into a wonderful, wonderful money making opportunity, and hopefully it will be a job that's fun to do and that I enjoy. Lately, I've got jobs that I don't even like. Um, and that's what makes it hard. If it's a job you don't like or you're working around a bunch of turkeys, it makes it real hard. So, oh, my face is peeling. All this weather chopping my face. But anyway, it's warm today. Really warm today. I understand California's about freezing and rainy. But now they can see how we live. Try to get you that southern lifestyle. Oh my. I remember when I left California in the snow and the ice, and at first you go, well, that'll be fun. Because, you used to go to the mountains and stuff, living in California. It's really exciting. But man, if you have to live in it, you're going to hate it. I will promise you. Yeah. So, I gotta get ready to drive over there in a few minutes. Head that way. I'm gonna try to get a cappuccino before I go. The one manager interview was pretty nice, and the first one I talked to was super nice. He was like begging me to apply, and I didn't go in there for a job. I was looking for a new side bag, trying to check the deals out before I could afford one, so I know exactly where to go, so I wouldn't waste any time looking. But I got a pair of shoes in there that I'd love to have. They're on sale, but I found out yesterday the employee discount goes on the sales stuff too, which is odd. But I could use those for work. My other shoes are wearing out pretty bad that I use for stocking. And I hate to use them much more because they're restaurant shoes. I really need to hold on to those because they're not cheap and not use them up. Get a different pair of shoes that I can wear. But it's a pretty day. It's probably about 70 degrees right now. It was about 50 last night, something like that. Still a little cool. 48, 50, something like that. But it'll be warmer the next 2 weeks, I guess. So we shall see. Oh, it's getting hot out here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you much. Oh, it's amazing all the jobs out there that have really high pay. I liked the good pay. I had good pay at Crab Trap and good pay at Halloween. Halloween was one of the best. for doing a bunch of nothing. But what a horrible job. God, I hated going in. I hated leaving. It was terrible. It was definitely not fun. And too much on nerves. That's for sure. Wouldn't suggest it to anyone. I mean, everybody I've talked to that worked other Halloween stores had the same problems. So I noticed something lately. A bunch of the Waffle Houses are closing up. Guess I need to research that and see what's going on with that company. I got a good friend that's a district guy. And I find it interesting. I don't care for Waffle House, but eaten them lots of times in the past. I swear I'd never go back. Tried them in different states and cities. But I had some friends that worked at the Waffle Houses. But all of them are closing down around the area. Some of it's because of the construction. An interesting one that was closed in Destin is listed rent available for rent. So that's kind of interesting. You'd think they were going to condemn the building. So maybe they're cutting back and keeping the most profitable ones. I don't know. That one on the island, which they had to take that one down because of the widening of the bridge and stuff. That's a terrific location. And there's a lot of nightclubs around there. And it's just the go-to place if you want to get something after the clubs close. And a lot of those clubs close like 4 in the morning or whatever. But so they would have business not only at 2 in the morning, but even later. Because you would get the employees and stuff too. So you'd think they'd float pretty well. I don't know. Interesting. We just got them all over the states. So, I don't know. I do need to charge my phone though. It's getting low. I didn't charge it last night. I should have. But anyway. Well, I hope you guys have a great one today. I'll let you know how it goes. And I'll see you in the next one. Do something kind for a stranger. Love you.